Children today struggle with many things. There are more clinically diagnosed emotional and behavioral disorders than ever before. There are more children on medication and in therapy than there has ever been. There are more discipline problems in school than we have ever seen. I believe one of the major causes in the increase of many of these problems is the constant use of electronics from a very young age. I believe if we open our eyes and make a strong effort, we can change our own perception and behavior to change the unwanted behaviors in children. I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about how it became a problem, how big the problem is, as well as what we can do together to change the problem. I think at first we had a desire to give them what we didn't have. When we're in the store as parents and we see things and we think they're cool ourselves and we want them to have them. And I think it starts innocent. We're in line at Walmart and supper is late and the child's hungry, maybe missed a nap, and they're screaming and everybody's looking at you, and so you pull something up on the phone and you hand it to them and they get quiet. It's innocent. You're home. You're cooking supper. The pasta's boiling over on the stove and the child's on the floor crying and you grab a tablet or turn on the TV. It would probably be best if we stopped, took a little time. The food's not going anywhere. The people aren't going anywhere. And talk to our child just for a minute. Via video, people think because they're better, they're educational. But the American Association of Pediatrics says it does not work unless you are sitting there with your child. You cannot put on a video for them to watch and learn. You have to repeat the words that are said, or the sounds, or the colors or shapes for it to be effective. How much time do preschool children spend on electronics? It starts small. In 1970, the average age for a child to start watching TV was 4 years old. Today, it is 4 months. 92% of 1-year-olds have already played with the tablet. 75% of 0 to 4-year-olds own their own. Linda Chasiakos, Adolescence in Digital Media, and Elizabeth Vandewater for the AAP said 73% of kids watch TV every day. Every day. Habits are brushing your teeth. We do those every day. We eat every day. TV, tablet, and phone should not be happening every day. Do you realize how much time you as an adult spend on electronics? I worked at the daycare for 9 years, and I cannot tell you the number of times I would watch a child be separated from the parent for 10 or 11 hours, and they couldn't wait to see them, and they'd go running to them, Mommy, Daddy, and the parent couldn't even put the phone down to speak to their child. It's not just the example that we're setting for them. It's the time that we're taking away from them. There is a serious problem with social skills. They are very inward. I've seen this myself as well. I can have a child that is disruptive in behavior, loud. I can turn on the TV and it stops. Abigail Lynn states, when parents give their kids cell phones to play Candy Crush or watch YouTube videos, they're actually stalling their child's development. Most comprehensive studies indicate preschoolers' use of electronics and behavioral difficulties are mutually related. The link between violence in media and aggression in children is documented. In fact, I found very, very little when I was researching for this speech to support the use. Everything I found from professionals, doctors, psychiatrists, psychologists, stated that they were not good. How can we change it? Globally, I think we have to recognize that there's a problem and how severe it is before we're going to make a change. Personally, you can change yourself and you can change the environment your child lives in. Next time, sit down, have a conversation, set limits on the time and keep them. Go to the Dollar Tree and buy a workbook for $1 and help your child. Next time there's a reward, instead of candy or time on the tablet, get a book. And don't just hand it to them, read it to them. It's easy to be a parent. It's hard to be a good parent. Parenting comes with some very difficult choices. We've been entrusted with children, tiny people. They depend on us to make them the best that they can be. It's our responsibility to do what's best for them, even when it gets tough. They're children. They have no idea what the long-term effects are when they spend too much time playing on mommy or daddy's phone. But if we want the best for them, we'll put our device out of sight, spend time with them, challenging them, teaching them, interacting with them through play and conversation. Having some knowledge now of how easily it happens, as well as how serious the consequences are, we have a chance to make a difference. When you have a child, and you love that child, and raise that child, one day you will either send or take them to their first day of school. Every day leading up to that moment is gone. You do not get to start over. You get one chance. Make it count. I've tried to give you something to think about. Look it up for yourself. Study it. Read it. Decide to give your child the best possible chance on this journey we call life.